Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. The latest gold purchase has arrived. This is a result of the gold envelope challenge in part. Let's find out what it is and what the other part of the purchase is. Let's explore. This comes to us from AppMex, and it is a slightly different box than what we're used to seeing. I think I might be able to open this without a knife. Let's try it. It's got some glue on there, so it's pretty tight. Let's give it a shot here. Maybe I will need a knife here. Let's try it here. Let's see. I think I will need a knife. We're making some cuts into the box here. But you can't, there you go, now you can see it. Okay. Gonna break something here. Break a lot of things here. There we go. Okay, now we've got it here. Let us cut into this. And we'll pull the item out. And there it is. All right. Finally, we made it. We made it. This is the second most expensive coin I've ever purchased. It is the 2020 Royal Arms Gold 1 ounce coin. This is a coin that I've wanted ever since it was offered. I actually have the 2019 version of this. And I was thinking I might do a series of these with different animals on them, you know, with the different, like the Queen's Beast, you know, lion, unicorn. Maybe the next one might be the Greyhound and Yale. But it doesn't look like that's the case. This is the Royal Arms. And so let's actually pull it out of here so you can see it. I'm going to be very careful with this because this is a fine specimen that AppMex has provided here. And but here it is. We'll look at the Queen's side first. And boy, feeling gold in your hand really does give you a lot of weight. Sort of gives you that sense of substance here. What is amazingly done. The Royal Mint has done a spectacular job in this. You can see the galoche pattern here on the Queen's side. And then, as is the case with most British and Canadian coins, they do a metal turn. They don't do a coin turn. Like you see in the United States coins, but here is the 1 ounce gold Royal Arms. And so this year, they are doing this for the first time in not just gold and silver, but in platinum as well, and in a 10th ounce gold and a 10 ounce silver, as well as a 1 ounce silver. So I'm collecting. I'm going to try to collect all of these, and this is the I guess you would say the Holy Grail, because it's the most expensive coin. And this particular one is my second most expensive coin. Believe it or not, I did buy this on a dip, but I still paid over $1,800 for it. But nowadays, it's you know, you can find them now. As of the unboxing of this video, you can start to find gold coins for about that price point again. Still a heavy premium on them. And yes, in theory, I should have probably waited. But I ended up, you know, with the relief check that arrived, the $1,200, I applied that, plus the money that I had saved up in the Golden Envelope Challenge, and thought, well, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and get it, because I believe gold is the ultimate store of value and wealth, and that was my motivation, partially. But even bigger motivation is the fact that I want to complete this collection. That's my goal, is to complete this collection of all of these metals here. And so that means I have the 10 ounce silver, the 10th ounce gold, and now the 1 ounce gold. All I need is the platinum 1 ounce and the silver 1 ounce. And so that'll be the next to get in this series. But this is definitely a coin that I'll be proud of. I have the 2019 version. I probably will not collect these every year. I know, I think it's Nosematics showed me his collection. He's got all of them from 2019 and 2020 already. So he probably got them back before all these crazy prices went up. So we were smart in purchasing these. Plus, I don't know when they're going to open up the coffers to be able to get more of these and how available these will be in the future. So I figured to go ahead and get them now just in case. My guess is they'll probably will open up. I'm hoping we're over the worst of this thing, but who knows? But this is what the golden envelope money was for. It went towards gold, and I figured, you know what, with that check, stimulus, relief, go ahead and put it towards gold, as many of us here in the community have decided to do. I'm not an exception there. And so, again, doing that, though, does not necessarily mean that we should preclude having some cash on hand for emergencies. But as you can see here, this is a beautiful example here, and proud to have this in the collection. And so, yeah, it is reeded edge, as you can see there, and it has a radial pattern here on the reverse of the coin, and with the royal arms. Very nice. But this will probably be the last year that I accumulate these coins. But proud to add this to the stack there. Gold. 4/9 fine gold from the Royal Mint. Beautiful indeed. So that is, that's the thing. When you accumulate gold, you are essentially putting a freeze on inflation. That's one way to look at it. You're putting a freeze on inflation. Even if the price goes down, really understanding the value that is contained in the weight of the gold that you hold in your hand. Let's say gold goes down to $1,200. And yes, inflation will continue to go up, and you will have lost essentially that premium that you may have paid, whether it be $600 or what have you, when you get the time to sell. But really, in the long run, you are doing well because the value that is what gold represents is really eternal. It should not necessarily be based off of the price that you pay, or even a price that you may lose. But I kind of doubt that we'll see $1,200 gold anytime soon, especially through this crisis, unless we can really pull out of this thing. But we're digging ourselves in a deeper hole with every passing day that things are shut down. Even with this very, very little partial opening that we're hearing about this week, it may be too little too late for many companies out there, especially small businesses that can't get the funding they need, where the websites and the loans are being stuck in procurement from some of these banks. And they hear about some of the money going to larger businesses or corporations who may not necessarily need it. I think some of the vetting should have been more thought about through this process. But so I think that even regardless, even if this thing went smooth sailing, I still think we're in for a world of hurt in terms of a recession of some level. And it may be deeper than the last recession, which means that I think that we may see new levels for gold and a new floor. Even if that floor is not anywhere near the purchase price point that this coin was made, I believe that we won't see probably $1,000 gold again, and probably won't even see $1,200 gold again. So that's kind of the thinking, inline thinking that where we're at, where I think that we're preserving our wealth, and that is what we do. We always have to take the risk that we may overpay at times when we purchase based off spot, which is why I like the dollar cost average. You balance it all out in the end, so that you buy a little bit when it's high, and you buy more when it's low, and because you don't know where those lows are going to go. No one can really time the markets exactly. So there you have it, but another ounce added to the stack for this year to try to meet that goal. And hope you enjoyed this video and this coin. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for watching. and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.